No experts, no insiders, just fans.
Transmission from Smackdown Wrestling Podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
Welcome to episode 298 of the longest-running weekly, overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast. This is Smackdown. Joining me tonight, it's just the shit in the middle. I don't have the other piece of bread. The Millennial Falcon. Kevin, what's going on?
It's an open-faced sandwich tonight, baby. Yeah. Stop that. Stop that.
Just, why? Everybody loves it. We got a full panel tonight on the board, though, to join us, even though we are missing Mr. Medine. Juan is here, Leo's here, Stike is here, Bang Bus GM, Daniel Price is here, and hey, guess what, Teddy? I know you're here, but Rob fixed my sound effects.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
Let's see. The best host, Bang Bus, says, don't tell Rob he said that. Don't worry. He probably doesn't listen to the show because he knows it's better, and he doesn't want to get, like, just, you know, that butthurt feeling inside.
I think we really have the A-team tonight. Maybe Medine is no-show Medine. It's a good thing for everyone. I'm pumped.
You two in your attendance feud is beyond comprehension to me, so I'm just going to...
When was the last time I missed an episode? I'm
You
the most
missed two
consistent
in a
member
row
of
when you
this team.
adopted a puppy and said you had diarrhea.
What you need to make a good Smackdown is your 3 key ingredients.
Daniel Price has an interesting comment. By the way, you might want to take it seriously when Vince is getting involved in White House matters. Vince is teaching Trump how to work marks, and Trump is doing Vince a favor via the NFL hatred. That would be some fucked up conspiracy shit there.
I would be all for it. I like Vince.
Yeah, you'd be all for it because that way, you know, by the time Belichick dies and Brady retires, you won't have to explain to fans why
At
the
least
Patriots
Trump
no longer
knows
win.
how to support a winning team in a winning organization.
Whatever.
Number one.
Oh, shit, I got to stop the one.
Thank you to Teddy,
Number
too,
one.
for showing me some respect tonight.
Anaconda Vice is here. He says, no, Medine, good evening, Adam and Kevin. Yeah, you're a little late, buddy. Got to get here on time. And High Off Gas, he is here. He says, great NXT show today. He's always off like a day or something there. Anyway, our ingredients tonight. Number 1, 6 is greater than Raw again.
Again, baby.
Number 2, pen is broken. Number 3, no one afraid of Mella. Number 4, tapping that queen.
Tapping that queen.
Number one.
Number 1, 6 is greater than Raw again. Okay, last week we had a 6-man tag with the New Day versus Miz in the Bar.
That was good.
Tonight, it's the New Day versus Miz, Joe, and Rusev. And the Miz and the Bar have played together a lot when they were on Raw, so it wasn't a stretch to put them together last week.
Right.
Tonight's not really a stretch because we have 3 heels representing the Money in the Bank, and we still don't know what the fuck New Day's going to do. So you put all 6 Money in the Bank competitors in your main event, 6-man tag, book that shit.
And it was glorious.
It was great. And the match was very, very similar in terms of the way it was paced to last week's, in the terms of the output of the individuals, hot tag here, extra whatever there. The ending one-upped last week.
Oh, I agree. The best part of the ending was it kind of, if you think of it again, I always nerd out over storytelling. I mean, it was perfect. The start of the whole thing with Carmella, we can forget that. But The Miz, they throw the pancakes on him. He wants revenge, ends up hitting his two partners, they leave. I just thought, wow, they started a story, finished it that week, and it sets up next week perfectly because we still don't know who the New Day is going to pick.
Well, and I think, honestly, that should play out, I hope, one of two ways, where we don't know till they come out in the ramp and they either all come down or just one, or Paige forces them into a triple threat to determine it.
That would be good. It would be a
she
good
makes
match.
the matches,
Yeah,
and that way
she's
they're
so
forced.
annoying. Yeah, but I don't want to see the New Day break up.
Wait, they don't have to break up because they have a match, Kevin. It could be even funnier. The shit that I thought Kevin and Sammy were going to do a while ago, they could all three lay down with an arm on the other guy.
That would be
so it's a triple
awesome.
pin, and now all three of them are in the match because they all won versus the stipulation, and they play some contract bullshit. They could get really fucking creative with this. I'm sure it's going to be a letdown, but they could do a lot with this.
I don't like to agree with you normally, but that would be fucking awesome.
Well, now here's the other thing. In the end, before Miz gets his ass kicked by his partners, him bossing around Rusev and Joe felt weird, especially on the Joe front. Okay? Because to me, they're on the same level. Rusev's probably a notch below. He can be a little lackey-ish if you want in that situation. So I liked that when it backfired on Miz, Joe gave him the senton and just got the fuck out of there. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, and I like that they let Rusev get the kick in. Just everything about the match I thought was perfect.
Justin's here. He said, great six-man tag, plus Joe and Rusev give Miz the walkout bird. I loved it. Great booking. It added to the story, and it wasn't just a good six-man match. Last week, the bar really had nothing to do with it, so it was just a good match. It was basically the Miz and New Day feud kind of continuing as we go to Money in the Bank. But this week had a lot of story and substance.
Yeah, I think the one thing, if I had to critique it, the one thing missing, I don't think Rusev got enough spots. And he got his kick, he got, a couple moves, but he didn't really shine in that match to me.
Dustin Smith is joining us. He says, love the show, guys. Fuck the Miz. Love the B team. And Stike says, as much as I want Joe to win, I think this is the way it is going. It looks like Miz is set up for Money in the Bank win. He is. He's taking pins to the New Day right now because once he gets the case, he's going to go on a win streak. So that's why he's putting some people over here, specifically the New Day, because that's the only people he's facing. But Anaconda Vice adds, SmackDown yet again in a down period with the long break between pay-per-views, shit on Raw. The match felt fluid, and Miz is my favorite to win Money in the Bank. Here's the other thing that I want to say that's kind of just the flow of booking. I want to make sure, Kevin, you don't watch Raw with us. You're not on the podcast. I want to make sure that I don't have some crazy beer goggles of lowered expectations every Tuesday after what Monday does to me. Tuesdays are better by far.
Much better. I watch online. It's like a half-hour recap of Raw. So, I get pretty much the best parts.
Well, and in fairness, Raw has had some good matches. Their storyline and creative is just shit right now.
Yeah.
It's not entertainment.
Yesterday didn't seem too bad. I don't want to talk about it. I know you don't want to talk about it too much, but SmackDown has just been spot on. The booking, who they have winning the matches, the storytelling, everything.
The dragging out of the Shinsuke AJ is probably...
See, what do I have?
Well, here's the thing about that, Kevin. Before we go into that, because that's a later topic. The reason I bring that one up is simply because fuck it. Let's just go into it. Joe works best as a loner. That's from Stike. I agree. And Kashmir is joining us. Now we can do this. Number two, pen is broken. Here's the thing. Tonight was good.
Really good.
But the two prior weeks were shit. So that's why I say AJ and Knock to me is their one.
The two prior weeks were Knock kind of leading the promos. You didn't like that?
He had a good match against Ty, but we saw AJ in the back with a promo. The week before, two promos.
So you're saying you like to see them together?
I'd like to see them do something different.
I don't know. This is a slow build. I've been liking it, and then today was perfect because you see the mind games working, and AJ sells it.
But imagine if he fights Ty last week and they do the contract signing the week before instead of the shit they did the week before. and then somehow they insert them on either side of tonight's match, AJ and New Day versus Knock and the other three. Now they're out wrestling. They're still not one-on-one, but they can have a spot or two against each other.
Yeah.
Because tonight,
that's fair.
We did get a good little signing segment, which is rare because signings are pretty bullshit.
Suck.
We got a good one, but it ended with one slap, and these are two men.
Yeah, but it's great. I mean, you can clearly see the mind games working. So that's one story, one part of the story that's starting to. You looking for something?
I need that water behind you. Sorry. Let's see. The heel Shinsuke is greatness. He's provoking AJ and being smug about it, creating an easy in-match story. A fired-up AJ versus a methodical Shinsuke. This is easily making SmackDown right now. That's from Leo. Tonight,
there we go, Leo.
Tonight, Leo, you can say that. Yes, Teddy. Tonight, Leo, you can say that.
Yeah, but it's been a build-up to that. I mean, last week when he beats Ty and he keeps counting 1 to 10. I mean, it's storytelling every week. I agree with you.
Last week was okay.
I would have liked to see AJ in a match, and I would have liked to see Shinsuke doing a little bit more of the mind games to mess with him as he's in the match.
Or why not that other week where they both had promos? Why not have AJ fight somebody?
Yeah. No, that's a fair criticism. I feel like
I'm saying they have not. They've missed the opportunity to do more of what they did last week, which is involve another wrestler in the feud for a week. Ty clearly has nothing to do with this feud. But AJ could have fought a heel that has also nothing to do with this feud. AJ could have fought Aiden English.
Oh yeah, but Aiden had a pretty good match.
We'll get to all that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get a jobber.
They could do it where they are out there building the feud in a manner that involves them wrestling more than promo.
It's a fair criticism, but what were you more excited for, the WrestleMania match or this match coming up? Two guys saying
probably WrestleMania for sure, because I hadn't seen this four other times.
This is so much better.
We've seen it 4 other times, Kevin.
Right, I agree. So
how can I be excited about?
Time,
okay,
4th time in WWE.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. Star Wars.
Okay, so Star Wars. When you watch it the first time, you're like, "Holy shit, this is the greatest movie of all time."
Yeah. Then you watch the sequel.
You don't watch it
the
even
5th
better.
Time. This is the sequel.
The 5th time, you still love it.
It's a different story.
The 5th time you watch it in a row, or whatever, the 5th time you watch it overall, it's still a great story. You still love the movie, but was your excitement level to watch it the 5th time the same as it was the first?
But this is a completely different story.
Answer
and
the
it's
question.
Been built up.
This is the same story.
No,
this is part 5.
This is a terrible, terrible analogy.
I don't think so.
Not working. No, it's not the same movie. It's a different story, completely different. Yes, maybe we did see it before at Greatest Royal Rumble, and we've seen heel Knock versus AJ when Knock beat him and was able to determine the stipulation. But this now, I mean, those were just building up. Not Greatest Royal Rumble. I shouldn't have said that. That didn't really do anything.
The board's all over the place when you're done rambling. I'll get to them.
But how are you not looking forward to this match more than the WrestleMania one? The WrestleMania, you had 2 guys who respected each other. Finally, the dream match. This is like 2 guys who hate each other. One of them's playing mind games. The other one's falling for it.
Kevin.
And they hate each other.
Kevin, what's today? The date?
Tuesday the 7th?
No.
I don't know.
You're not even,
I don't know.
It's June 5th, but
June 5th.
I thought you were smart enough to know the date. WrestleMania was April 8th. That was 2 months ago, almost to the day.
And we have the greatest.
And you want me to be more excited?
Yes, because Nakamura has emerged as the greatest heel in the company. And this feud with AJ just gets better and better every week. Yes, could they have done different things week to week? Sure. But the story they've been telling is solid.
Justin says this promo was great last 2 weeks, was the crap in the middle. I agree. Let's see on the board on YouTube.
Teddy was in the Goonies.
Anyway. On there, the heel Shinsuke is greatness. He's provoking AJ being smug. Oh, I already read that. They're going to low blow each other and both go down, and AJ kips up at 9 and reveals he's wearing a cup. That's from Stike Leather. Now, that could be a good payoff ending here. The only problem is, again, Nakamura has a 0 for 6 in
You
title
can't have-
opportunities.
yeah, you
Actually,
can't
no,
have him lose
this would
again.
make him 0-7. He's already 0-6. Nakamura is like that unorthodox bad guy in a movie. I'm loving every second of it, Kashmir says. For argument's sake, Knox's part's been pretty good, but AJ has been like a thesaurus. He's turned into John Cena with his promos. He says the same thing in a new way each week. And the storyline is not getting furthered by action, and Knock is just playing a character. This is a go home before the pay-per-view. AJ and Shinsuke should in kayfabe be focusing on each other in my mind. That's from Leo. A match wouldn't have hurt, but I don't feel like it would have fit in with what they're trying to build. They could have just put AJ against somebody else. They didn't have to. Solo sucks. Disney's killing it. Okay. And the Goonies is they're off topic there. Let's see. Anaconda Vice says, I think my excitement is pretty high right now in this match. I feel like we might get a killer match between these two at Money in the Bank. You know,
Finally.
here's the thing about this, guys. Okay, and if you get your killer match, both you and I win, Kevin. Okay, you realize that we both win.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if we don't get the killer match, you lose more than me because I'm going in thinking, fuck, I'm not excited. This ain't going to do shit. And you're going in with a high level of expectation. If you get a 3/4 star match and you're expecting a star match, you're going to be disappointed.
You know what?
I'm expecting a half star and I get 3/4, I'm going to be happier than you.
If you want to go through life thinking my day is going to suck just so your day is always better
I'm
than
not
anything,
talking about
you
going
can do
through
that.
life that way. I'm
That-
talking about going
that's a
through
good analogy right
WWE that way. I'm talking about going through WWE that way.
It's because I am not like you and everybody else on this damn program. I don't mope around, M-O-W-P.
I'm not moping.
All you guys do is bitch and moan. I have fun with wrestling. I love it.
The board says if you were a Goonie, you'd be Sloth. Does this
board
match
can
close the
kiss
show?
my ass.
Anaconda Vice says, no. I bet you Roman and Jinder close the show. AJ needs to train with Joey Ryan to take those nut shots better. That's from Kashmir. That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit, mind games in the podcast against Kevin. I don't know what Leo's talking about. That must be some good shit he's smoking. Do you have anything else before I move on topics?
Move on.
Yeah, it's the women.
Explode it.
The women. They got a lot of airtime tonight.
Number 3.
All right, number 3. No one afraid of Mella. I only put this on here because this was fucking terrible. She shows a promo package, she being Carmella, shows a promo package about Asuka and her greatness leading up to her undefeated streak. And then she shows it ending on WrestleMania to Charlotte, we all know. And then she shows her tag match debut on Smackdown where Becky takes the pin as another loss. And her big fucking secret is that no one's afraid of Asuka anymore.
So yeah, I really wanted to like Carmella as champion, but man, she's almost as bad as Big Cass. They should get back together because both of their promos just dropped the ball. This was bad.
The second women's topic, by the way, for those who want to stick with us, is going to be much better. It's not going to be chock full of shit. But this one,
What about the match itself?
the match itself, okay, here's the thing. Absolution is floundering. If you put them in, they're already broken up. If you put them in this match and they lose
Clean.
and Carmella doesn't even interfere,
Yeah. It was so
nothing.
bad.
And Asuka just, I mean, you buried them. You buried them at the expense of the only good thing of this segment.
Right. And I feel like they had started to build up at least Mandy Rose. She got a big
had
win.
a good match against Asuka. DeVille had a big win here and a big win there.
Well, yeah, Mandy Rose beat Becky Lynch, I think,
Yeah.
in a singles match, and then all
Like
of a sudden
3 weeks
they
ago.
bury them, and I'm like, what are they doing? Because
It makes me think Becky might get the briefcase. Same way as Miz, taking pins, but we'll get to topic 4 and then I'll reverse that statement.
that segment though took way too long.
Yeah, Carmella was the only bad thing about tonight, Anaconda Vice says.
Carmella and the tall
You
guy.
should get an Uber, Asuka.
Oh, that was, yeah, it was pretty bad.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
I mean, she's just... I want to like her. I really do. I want her to be that heel that can get over. But she's not smarmy enough. Her promos sound like the rich, snobby bitch girl just complaining.
Well, that's the thing, and she only has them. She needs more matches.
She gets exposed in matches, right?
But then let her win like a heel. I mean, Jinder did it much better, might I add.
I wonder if Carmella's trying to be a female Enzo and just failing at it. That's from Leo. I don't think anyone wants to touch an Enzo gimmick, line, mock, whatever. Mello took just blah, 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 blah. Mello just took a video package and gave it 3 sheets to the win. That's from Justin. Carmella, stop wearing her singlet, or does she wear them when she is wrestling? Stike says she does wear them when she's wrestling. Big Cass also, Adam, forgot about that. Why was that promo on the side of the stage? And we'll get to that.
Oh, it was bad.
I love Carmella, and even I can't defend her tonight. That was so bad. That's from Kashmir. Thank you. So there's a true fan. That's like you saying you can't defend Jinder, but you're never that smart.
I wanted to like Carmella as champion. I was all for it. I wanted her to beat Asuka. I think it would have been better storyline-wise, especially now.
The board, by the way, hopes I'm wrong that Roman and Jinder are going to close Money in the Bank.
They might. It's so bad.
I think because Brock's not on the card and because there's briefcases in play, you have to end with Shinsuke and Knock to give the allure that somebody could cash in.
AJ?
Yeah. I said Shinsuke and Knock. Yeah, Shinsuke and AJ. You knew what the fuck I meant.
It's not going to end with it. Will probably end with the men's Money in the Bank.
All right, Carmella, man. This is for
when
you.
are we going to talk about? Okay.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
4.
Number 4, tapping that queen. Kevin, in a rare moment, had some good comments tonight as we were watching this match. He said they better let Becky win. And amen. I agree. I agreed with you then. I agree with you after the fact. Becky needed this, and getting her to tap.
Yeah, I loved the finish. Again, great booking. Like this, everything that they did, I had kind of a double here, mirroring
the
that.
one booking change you could say is not leading off with Mella, putting that in the second hour, and maybe leading off with Charlotte Becky.
Maybe I would
flop where they were.
I like when they lead off with the Miz. That's always my favorite. I think he's the best at getting people.
They had to close the show with him.
Yeah, if they open and then close them, it's perfect.
Oh, let him book in.
Yeah, but yeah, the Becky and Charlotte match. Nothing really stood out other than the finish. It looked like they may have botched it the first go-around, but I loved the finish.
Yeah, but I mean...
I didn't see it coming.
You know, I don't know if it's the level of experience of the two girls. Everybody should do this, no matter what. This is choreographed fighting, if you will, at its simplest. Things, just like in a stunt show, can go wrong. So if you mess up, redo it. Start the spot over. You're professionals. How can you get out of it?
Well, they made it look good, too.
I've seen Sasha. I don't know if it's just because she has so much practice with botches, but her and Bailey work really well when there's a botch to save the other's face and get out of it by rolling with that punch or whatever. They never do some dumb shit like Jinder where Shockwaves knocked him over because he wasn't in the spot for Whisper in the Wind.
That was awesome.
No.
But I love the match. I liked that they made her tap him. I think what I like most about it is it actually doesn't make Charlotte look any weaker. She just got caught in a submission and tapped out.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Charlotte losing.
Oh, I don't either.
I did think they're a little in the middle of the fucking match. Have a little tea party shit was
when they grabbed each other's foot. That was so dumb. I mean, that could work with New Day or people who are actually funny.
Or people who are actually a real team and not this bullshit backstage friendship.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's just like every other joke a woman tries to tell.
When Charlotte was heel, they were bitter enemies. Now they're friends because they're both faces.
Yeah, it doesn't go over very well.
It's professionally choreographed drama show, not fake real injuries needed to be treated. Oh, I don't know if I read that right, Dustin. It's professionally choreographed drama show, not fake real injuries needs to be treated as such. I don't know. I know this is out of left field, even though it looks like Raw is going to get the women's Money in the Bank. I wouldn't put it past WWE to have SmackDown win both. Yeah, run those ratings up for Fox. That's from Stike Leather. Leo says it's good that Becky won tonight. She has lost a lot of credibility over the last few months and really needed this to remain valid. She needed this to recover from the Mandy Rose loss.
Yeah.
It was good to see Becky win. They also went head-to-head 8 times, and both of them have 4 wins against each other now. That's Kashmir pulling a stat boy on us. Good job,
I
Cash.
never would have guessed that.
Okay, so the rest of this shit, we're going to speed round board. Unless you say something funny, probably not really going to go to you or relevant. So real quick, Big Cass, that promo was shit.
Who was he talking to?
I don't know, and Daniel Bryan wasn't even on tonight.
No, I know. Renee was interviewing him, but he was facing the Titantron the whole time. Do they still call it the Titantron?
I don't know. Jeff Hardy wasn't on tonight.
He wasn't.
Remember, we heard he's injured.
Yeah.
Are they going to do anything with the title, or are they just keeping him off TV? Is it a minor injury? I don't know. I don't look at the dirt sheets and mud reports. Almas, Sin Cara, we didn't get it this week, so we get it next week. On a go-home show.
Where was Medine?
On a go-home show, that's an exciting match.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be awesome.
I don't like the whole angle, I've known him since he was 14. Bullshit.
Yeah, that was...
You made him wear a mask. Okay, you don't need any story angle here. You just need to go out there and put on a great fucking match for Almas.
Yeah,
that's it.
They could have just said you were a Mexican icon and he's going to be the new one.
Yeah, I want to prove that I'm the Mexican, the top Mexican on the roster. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Would be better than
Lana Day. We had Lana and Aiden versus Naomi and I think it was Jimmy.
Yeah, it was Jimmy. I loved it. It was fun. They need more matches like that.
It was cartoony.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's okay. Not every match has to be completely serious. It was fun. Again, it was like the Facebook mixed match challenge.
And the final thing that you popped for, I can't believe, Harper and Carl Anderson.
That was good. That was exactly what it needed to be.
It was booked on what it needed to be. Calling it good is something different.
I was glad it wasn't a squash, and I was glad that Harper got the win. And it was kind of like a shocking little...
Harper didn't get the win. Anderson did.
Yeah, no, Gallows.
Gallows wasn't in the match.
Anderson. I don't know their names. I didn't mean... I'm sorry. I'm reading my notes. The whole page.
Maybe Jeff's doing some time for his DUI, Leo says. Maybe he had to do the 30-day suspension. Where was Medine? Anaconda Vice just realized he's not here. He's pulling a Kevin. And I think this is the match where we see Zelina get involved for the first time, Stike says. I think they wait on that. They have not showcased Almas enough yet to put her in that position. I think she is the one who helps him beat somebody above his station. Sin Cara, even though Almas just debuted, Sin Cara is below his station.
I think it's going to be a good match. I'm really, really hyped for that one.
Hey, do you know what you are? Kashmir says, you know what you are? You're nerd.
I might be a nerd, but I'm the best looking nerd and the coolest nerd anybody has ever known. That's why I'm on this I hate you.
That's what you sound like sometimes.
Whatever.
I mean, you sound like the Wookiee that speaks English.
Are you going to start posting on the board again as that girl Ciara? Adam is so funny.
Carl and Luke both are clearly upset and feel like they should be further along in the company than they are now. It's rough that they don't seem to have anything for them. That kind of feeling gives us matches like what we got from them tonight. Yeah, the club, they had their chance. They're not using them right. They're not booking them right. They don't really have a singles career in WWE. And honestly, I think they're just there taking the paycheck, banging the hot Asian wife, and going home.
I'm fine with what they are. They win enough to the point where they're not just jobbers. But, yeah, they kind of are there to be the mid-card of the tag division and lose when you need a team to go over.
Anaconda Vice says, Adam, not to bring up bad memories, the first show when I found your podcast was when Medine and someone else on the cast almost went full WWE. I don't know who it was, but I was instantly hooked.
What's full WWE mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Were they coming to blows? Because that was probably Schultz and our executive producer's horrible experiment that Medine went wrong with. That's all I need to say on that. And that's all I have to say about that one.
I don't even think I watched it back then.
Yeah, you did.
Smackdown presents.
It's like 4 months ago.
Good.
Maybe I didn't pay attention.
Bad.
Imagine that.
And
I should get the Glorious Award.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Cash, he says just to go back a little bit, he says the Good Brothers skipped NXT. I wish I would have seen them there having a little time to build. It's a good point. That could have benefited them. It did Bobby Roode, but then, again, he's not really being booked right either, so who knows. I think Sanity is going to debut after the SmackDown Tag Team title match and go face-to-face with the Bludgeon Brothers. Stike, we've already said that, and I agree. I think that the club is just fillers. That's why I think they're not committed to this storyline. Nobody thinks they're going to get the belt. Sanity's already debuted on house shows, and they're the next thing to go against the Bludgeons.
I don't know, though. They need to be booked as heels. You really going to do heel versus heel right away?
I don't think Sanity's coming out as heels. What that means, Kevin?
How do you make them faces?
Because they're over as fuck. That's how. Our awards, the good, the bad Kevin Award, the glorious Adam Bomb Award, the creative fail, and the LOL. I'm going to start off with the good.
The good no-show award.
Yeah, the good no-show award. Putting Becky over Charlotte. That's what I've got for me. Putting her over is what needed to happen tonight. And Roman, who has the most comparable resume to Charlotte, never does that shit. So I was happy to see Charlotte do that tonight.
I had almost the same thing. I just had Anderson and Becky winning. I like both. I know the Anderson match was, and I know I said Gallows before. I know it was
the
quick.
Tag team is predictable like the old school. They're going to win going into the feud because they're not going to win the feud.
Right. But still, I like the finish.
So next week we get Rowan versus Gallows because we got Anderson versus Harper tonight.
No one wants to see that, please.
Bet you we see it. Dollars to donuts there. Leo, good. The idea that the New Day has a lot of different directions they can go with their Money in the Bank participant. Yeah. I'm kind of upset that we haven't had that match fully booked, but it's a very interesting storyline.
Yeah.
And never before a team that wins gets to pick the member and hasn't picked the member.
I hope it goes until right before the match and they all come out together.
If it was original DX, Michaels would be in. If it was second DX, Triple H would be in. Like, it would be obvious. If it was Evolution, Triple H would be. The leader would go in. If it was Horseman, Flair would go in.
And that's why
there's not really a leader here.
Right. And they've done a great job at highlighting all three members and making them all look strong and all make a case for why they should be in there.
This one goes out to Anaconda Vice because his good is the exact same thing as you. Gallows, Anderson, Becky getting two much-needed wins tonight. Again, though, just as confused as you. Gallows did not wrestle. Good, the contract signing. I like the setup and the setting of it. That's what Stike says. And good, Becky winning and seeing Adam Pearce on TV again. And I was trying to figure out, was that Tully Blanchard?
I don't know. You were saying names. I'm not that smart.
And good, Becky Lynch for Justin. AJC's joining us. And he says, if AJ lost the belt, the club versus Sanity would be great. Now there's something that they could do with them. Put them in that little feud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
Faction versus faction.
Yeah.
We've been needing some factions to go head to head.
Yeah, and we've kind of talked about this in weeks past. They do.
And you have New Day to put in the mix.
Yeah.
Why not?
It would be perfect.
And Justin wants to remind you, Kevin, that Raw took her jobbers, which includes Jinder. Anyway.
He's not a jobber. He's going to beat Roman. Just watch. Mark my words.
Yeah, when's he getting his other little sing back?
I think that's my prediction. Money in the Bank.
Okay, speaking of bad Kevin ideas, bad Kevin Award. Take it off, Kevin.
I have two. One is maybe Medine, no showing. I have no idea what Almas and Sin Cara said. Waste of a segment there. Thanks, Medine.
You're welcome.
Oh, we got a call. This is the You Record fan line. Who is this? Of course, it would have to be Chris Benoit calling in. Vocally through the spirit of JD. What's your other bad portion here?
Other than people coming into the You Record studio while we're live.
Executive producer does what he wants. You're still not in double digits here to talk any shit.
I don't like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville losing clean to Asuka. Don't like the finish to that. The match itself was fine.
I mean, you could have just as easily had Carmella attack Asuka. Asuka wins by DQ. You save the face of the other two.
Yeah, and they still walk out the same way that they did.
Maybe the three of them gang up on her to make her look stronger and make them look less weak. You can make her look strong without squashing them, is my point.
And they could be the new Absolution.
Yeah. Bad.
How cool would that be?
Bad for me is the reason it's called the Bad Kevin Award. This one sums it up. It's a dumb cast promo. It's like listening to you talk. Bad, no fucking sanity from Leo. Carmella for Leo as well. I love her, but I have to give it to Carmella. Cashmere for bad. Bad, the Carmella promo. I want her to do well, but she was just bad tonight. I think it's pretty consensus there. And bad, Anderson versus Harper, Justin. So everybody on the board picked the bads of something you liked. Just wanted to throw that out there. The Glorious Adam Bomb Award.
What the board says.
I'm going to give mine to the frickin' main event. You showcased all the participants once again, and you had an even better finish with the heel team all turning on each other. Well, I guess Rusev and Joe didn't turn on each other, but they turned on Miz, and then they both walked off, leaving him hanging against New Day.
That was great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect
2
setup.
weeks in a row, too.
Late bad from Anaconda Vice. Carmella is bummy. She is getting to me like her as a heel. She can't wrestle. She's the Enzo Amore of the women's division, except she's not nearly as good on the mic. I'm not talking to you, JD. Exactly, Vice. That's from Leo. What's your bad?
How dare you disrespect
or what's your glorious,
the spirit
Kevin?
of Chris Benoit? My glorious, I have 2 because I'm awesome.
Why the
like
fuck
that.
do you have 2 all night?
Because you have too many lines here. So if I have 2 lines to do it, I'll put 2 glorious awards in. Heel Nakamura, gold again. He's awesome.
Okay.
And then just in general, the entire booking, SmackDown, 2 weeks in a row. It's been the show to watch. This has been the podcast to listen to.
Regardless of if I agree with you or not, you get this because you came up with 2 fucking answers to a 1-answer question. Glorious Becky getting a submission win over Charlotte. That's from Stike. Heel Shinsuke stirring the pot. That's from Leo.
Good job, Leo.
Oh, and Bang Bus GM says that wasn't JD. He had to fill in on the Chris impression. We'll call back. Maybe I'll talk to you if you don't want to do dead wrestler impersonations. Glorious Rusev and Samoa Joe. We are out of here on The Miz. That's from Justin. And we got 2 awards to go. We got the creative fail and the LOL. Anaconda Vice says the tag match to close the A show was glorious. And Cashmere says New Day, Kofi's dive to the outside from that angle was really good. I was tripping for a minute.
Awesome.
Even the announcers called that. It looked like, oh, is he going to do a springboard into the ring? And instead he did a trust fall out of the ring.
Yeah, that was perfect.
It was good. Nobody caught Xavier was the one bad spot. I can't remember who it was, if it was Joe or Rusev. But nobody caught Xavier when he flipped out of the ring. He ended up inadvertently doing what Ricochet did. So I just thought.
I missed it.
Oh, yeah. You definitely missed that then. Creative fail for me. Carmella's secret. Really? No one's afraid of Asuka?
Yeah, that was pretty lame.
Well, you should fucking be afraid of Asuka. She's going to take the title from you soon. If not, at Father's Day.
Yeah, Carmella's just a horrible champ. They've ruined that experiment.
What's your creative fail?
My creative fail. So
besides just booking you.
I have the big cast promo, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, because he's not that bad on the mic.
He was talking about WrestleMania 30 and bullshit that didn't matter.
But everything we know is that the creative team pretty much gives them line by line what to say. So is it big cast that's bad, or is it just this horrible storyline? Oh, I'm tall. I'm 7 feet tall. Daniel Bryan is a shrimp. I remember being in NXT. It's horrible. I mean, is he just not given a good storyline to work with?
Yes.
So that's my creative fail, not big cast.
Nah, I don't think there's much better for him. He is like the club is right now with the tag division. He's just filler to get Daniel Bryan to the next feud at SummerSlam that matters with The Miz. That's all he is. That's all Big Cass is being used for. Hey, we're giving you a chance. See if you can get over. They did this shit with Test, and it didn't get over. They've done this so many times with other guys that were like his look and cut his same promo.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere. Creative fail is Jeff Hardy stuck in catering with the Munchies. That's from Bang Bus. Creative fail having Carmella attacking Asuka after the match. It didn't make her look strong at all. That is from Stike. Nothing makes her look strong. Kevin equals James Ellsworth. That's Teddy's creative fail.
Fuck you, Teddy.
And creative fail, big cast for Justin. Enough said. Creative fail, not saving Almas and Sin Cara for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I'm with Kevin and also think it's going to be a really good match. Kevin's with me, Cashmere, on that one. And if it was in Money in the Bank, it would just be a pre-show. So I'd rather it be showcased on its own separately. I kind of like that. Creative fail, Carmella's reveal. Agree with you, Adam. That's from Anaconda Vice. Cass is the fail for Leo. Our final one is the LOL. How could it be anything but the Miz in the New Day segment when they got him to reach in the pancake batter?
I couldn't stop laughing.
And the board,
It's so funny.
the board laughing about Xavier finally got some stuff on his face on camera. I thought that was kind of funny. Our board suggesting that.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, he had some pancake batter hanging right by his mouth there.
Another LOL. Aiden English. Whoa, whoa. That's the moneymaker, Oos.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Why?
You can't finish your point? I mean, that's a good thing.
So he gets hit in the throat and then tells Jimmy Uso, whoa, whoa. That's the money. You fucking killed it by making me laugh.
All right, LOL Miz and New Day for Stike. Oh, look, Rob is here. High Off Gas says, I'm surprised he can notice. Sorry, I took the 3 cups that you left out here and I gathered them off camera when I threw everything else away that you left around the table.
He comes in.
Rob's,
this
hey.
is the better podcast. He comes in and tries to ruin it.
Welcome.
He's an angry elf.
He's here. New Day and Miz's segment for Kashmir and Nakamura's pens for Anaconda Vice. That was kind of funny.
It was.
This pen doesn't work. This pen's broken. Yeah. Then he pulls one out of his own pocket after he gets slapped.
Every week, I thought that heel Nakamura was going to get old, but he's kept it going. And
well, he has to. There's no way I think he can be booked as a face in WWE.
No.
They tried and fucking failed.
I mean,
they even put him against that idiot Jinder, and he still couldn't get over as a face. I mean, everybody hates Jinder, so how could you not get someone over facing him?
No, he should have beaten Jinder.
Well, he should have. Everybody should beat Jinder.
No, that's not true. Randy Orton should not have beaten Jinder.
Randy Orton.
For like half a year, he made Randy Orton interesting.
Ninja, please.
You're horrible. Anyway, let's just do this real quick.
Reviews on iTunes.
Everybody, it is time. Long awaited. We have no Medine. So who's going to do the Mud Report?
Oh, my God, and it's a good one.
It's Kevin's debut on the Mud Report. Let's see what this shit's like. I know you better at least have CM Punk on there.
Do you want me to start with that one? That was my third one.
No, start with that one. You got a Jew in that one, too.
Yeah, this is my jam. The Mud Report.
Take it away.
Yeah, time to get dirty, boys. Okay, I won't say that again. CM Punk.
Yeah, remember, you're not cool.
And Colt Cabana defeat WWE Dr. Christopher Amann in his defamation lawsuit against the two.
Phil Brooks and Scotty Goldman. Sounds like a Jewish comedy duo, but only one of them is.
That's their real names?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I know Phil Brooks. I didn't know Colt Cabana wasn't his real name.
He's not even like any kind of, yeah. Okay, go on. Really, you really didn't know his shirts have the Magen David on it?
I don't know. I don't listen to his podcast.
Go on.
On his podcast, Punk talked about a lump on his backside, which he felt made him ill over an extended period of time. He contended that Amann didn't properly treat it. Amann claims he never saw it. His attorneys showed numerous texts and emails regarding Punk's health.
Who's Amann?
The doctor.
Okay, say that.
WWE doctor. I said it at the beginning if you were listening.
No, nobody was listening at the beginning.
Maybe they should have been. Got it in my notes, bitch.
Continue.
His attorneys showed numerous texts and emails regarding Punk's health, and at no point did Punk put anything in writing with WWE doctors about the lump. In the podcast, Punk said the lump ended up being a staph infection and ultimately could have cost him his life. At the end of the day, jurors didn't see enough to prove Punk and Cabana legally defamed Amann. He was suing for $1 million. They didn't see Amann prove any monetary damage as a result.
Well, yeah, of course, because the WWE is still his client. Yeah. If he had lost WWE's revenue because of the comments that Colt and Punk made, then he would have some lost revenue. It's like a team doctor for an NFL team. If someone defames him and he's still the team doctor the next year, he didn't lose anything from it. He couldn't build a case around that.
I agree.
So
why are you yelling at me?
It's just obvious. I can't even believe
maybe
that
you should be a judge.
No wonder
in
the jury was
US
unanimous.
Court system.
What else you got?
Shawn Michaels, according to Pro Wrestling Sheet, is open to returning for one more match. WWE Hall of Famer spoke to Sky Sports to promote his upcoming appearance in London as part of the United Kingdom Championship Tournament later this month and said it would have to be done the right way and just for one match rather than something that ran for longer. He added, it could be possible, but people would have to accept that they wouldn't be getting the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania.
Okay, now, a couple things to come out of that. Michaels retired when he could still go. He definitely could still go. Like, if he came back a week later, he would have put on the show. The reason he retired is he did not want to turn into Taker. He didn't want to tarnish his own legacy. So if Michaels comes back as a shell of himself, which he's already kind of saying, then I don't see him coming back. I think they want to try to recreate the dream match of AJ and HBK, but if Michaels can't go, he's going to do himself a disservice the way Taker has in his last two matches.
Yeah, and maybe his eyes will get a bit more crossed while he's at it.
Really? That's your 2 cents?
I don't know. I am just reading the Mud Report. I'm not going to add any.
Nobody shamed you for your glasses. Nobody called you Four Eyes when you were a kid.
These are Prada glasses. Thank you very much.
You're such a millennial. What else?
Lucha Libre Worldwide, otherwise known as AAA, not AAA. I don't know why it's called AAA. Ask the Marks.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
They're looking to book Madison Square Garden, according to Wrestling Inc. and PW Insider. Madison Square Garden confirmed to PW Insider that AAA is looking to run MSG on either September 16th or the 23rd. It was not confirmed if the promotion was looking to run the Garden itself or the adjacent 4,500-seat theater. If they did run the Garden, it would be the first time that a pro wrestling group outside of WWE had done so in the modern era.
I don't care about any of that.
It's mud.
Not really. I don't know. That's like less than Brian Mudd. What else you got?
All right. Last up, I have the cage side seats.
Oh, this should be exciting.
Rumor roundup. Impact Wrestling is involved in Sami Callihan's angle of trying to get booked on Chris Jericho's cruise, the Cruise of Jericho. Callihan appears to be a way for Jericho to be involved in a storyline for Impact Wrestling, which Jericho has a connection with by way of friendships with Don Callis and Scott D'Amore, who are executive vice presidents in Impact Wrestling. It might be a way for Jericho to get the brand some hype without appearing like he's working with another WWE competitor.
Well, I'll piggyback off that. Do you also see that Austin Aries is like publicly telling Neville to come to Impact? So I don't know if that's going to save anything or anybody like that. Stike says if Michaels came back, he'd like to see him versus Daniel Bryan, teacher versus student battle. And to prove that AAA doesn't matter, Jeff Jarrett won their title last week, Bang Bus said. So obviously they don't matter. They're just handing the belt to a guy that should be retired.
I have more.
You said that was your last one?
No, there's the rumor around it. Speculation from...
I'm going to answer the phone. Hello?
This next one's a good one.
You're on You Record Fan Line. This is Adam.
Is this Adam? Is this Kevin?
Yes.
It's Jerry.
This is someone from the South End. You know what? I love the pen signing ceremony between AJ and Shinsuke. That was pretty dope. How many pens did they use?
3.
I saw 3. Maybe it was 4.
3.
Maybe my vision isn't too good, but anyway. Well,
I saw a slap in the face,
forward
which
to
Adam
Money
said
in
he's
the
going to
Bank.
give to you next time
Money
he
in
sees
the Bank
you.
at Strike City. I can't wait for this. Samoa Joe. Honestly, I love Charlotte and Becky Lynch. That was great stuff. So, did Charlotte lose on purpose, or did I miss the whole thing? Maybe it's a little distracted.
She lost on purpose.
No way she lost on purpose. No
it's
way.
all mind
I'm a
games.
little distracted by the whole Eagles White House thing, but anyway.
Well, yeah, the Patriots suck, so they couldn't be there.
Don't listen to that, Jerry.
Well.
Don't listen. Haters gon' hate.
haters going to hate. So I can't wait. So what time does it start on the 17th? It's
pre-show
it's
at
7.
Right? Yeah, we might as well promote that right now. June 17th, we're going to be at Strike City doing a live Money in the Bank kind of recap from the Epicenter. We're going to have Savannah Evans and Darius Lockhart joining us. We're going to have a pre-show with some guests like Stike Leather and Anaconda Vice, and we're going to make Kevin wander around with a microphone in case other people have questions for us.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, well, that's you're like the intern of the show still, so that's your role.
I'll just interview Jerry.
There you go.
That
works.
time.
The intern. How about this? So can I periodically take the microphone? That's fine.
Of course.
Hey, Jerry, it's Rob.
Rob,
here
we go.
I got a job for you, Jerry, if you want it that night.
Yeah.
So I have a
constable?
I have a handheld digital microphone recorder that won't be piped into the show, but it's audio we can rip later. I would like you to walk around with that digital recorder and ask the wrestling fans in the bar any questions you want to ask them. You want to do that?
You got to record it.
Okay, so what actually be live? That's okay, and I understand why. Trust me, that's great. Sure, no, I'm willing to do that.
Okay, all right, bet. Then that night I'm going to give you the digital recorder, and you do you, Jerry. You do what you do the best, and then you go around there and you just talk to people.
And then we'll have fun with that audio later.
Yeah. Good?
So we're live right now, right?
Right.
I'm at an undisclosed location, I think.
He's in the bathroom right now.
Kevin, I love you, kid. You look great.
Love you, Jer.
I got to cut it. Money in the bank, people. I'm out.
You know, he was asking about how you do the math, but
the numbers don't lie.
Can I finish my mud report?
Oh, yeah, you were still doing that shit.
Speculation from Wrestling
Yeah,
Observer
wipe and
and elsewhere is that Sanity's SmackDown television debut could be delayed due to trademark issues WWE is dealing with. Oh, I bet you didn't know that, did you? Huh.
I bet you I wasn't listening.
Sanity's SmackDown TV debut could be delayed due to trademark issues.
For what?
The name Sanity.
They spell it differently, don't they? No, they don't. Oh, well.
That's
what you get
two
for
more,
only
two
one
more.
word.
The Observer reports.
Two more. You said
Progress
last one
Women's
like
champ,
4 ago.
Progress Women's champ Ginny has signed a WWE contract. This is what happens. I actually do research.
It's still real.
And finally, one of the identical twins who worked in NXT as the Ewley brothers.
Yeah,
has
we did
been
that
released.
last night.
Okay.
I can just cut you off. We
Okay.
talked about that last
Well,
night.
There we go.
Cheers, fuckface.
You did it twice. Probably made it better. And
Right?
that's my mud report.
I did it twice because they were twins. So final thought time.
A lot of mud.
Really excited for Andrade
Feeling
next
dirty
week.
right now.
We already plugged our show coming up on Father's Day. It's going to be a live one. And, of course, I'm also excited for Chicago the night before the NXT. That card is filling out and looks great. Marked Out Podcast at Smart Mark Show on Twitter, Facebook Marked Out, email markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Our fan line 704-444-0084. Kevin, final thought.
I think next week on SmackDown is probably going to be better than all of the Raw matches at Money in the Bank.
Anaconda Vice and Stike Leather are talking about setting a table on fire, and Teddy is trying
put
to
Adam through
petition
it.
Vice to punch you when he sees you. I
I'll
just wanted
dodge.
you to know what's going on the board.
I'll dodge.
You'll dodge?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what was that?
Tell them to DM their real names so I can put on the list.
Stike and Vice, Twitter or Facebook, send us an instant message or DM there. We need your real names to get you on the guest list.
Yeah, when you guys can't hide
because there's
behind.
a cover. We're giving you Kevin's spot on the guest list and making him pay because let's just be honest. What are you going to bring to the table?
If
Kevin?
I have to pay, you're going through a table. Then
I've already
Rob's
been through a table.
Then Rob's going through a table.
Rob tried to pawn his table bump off on Kiera, and oh no, Rob took Kiera's, and now Rob is trying to pawn it back on Kiera. So one of them needs to take a table bump. I don't know if we should try and do this at our first thing at Strike City, but we definitely should try and do it again.
After party at the Union
Juan says, final
the
thought.
tables.
Somehow Adam Bomb will cause the audio to fail at that pay-per-view. All right, great. Thanks. Thanks for the faith there, Juan. Final thought. Where the hell is Chris and JD? That's from Bang Bus. Shut up, Bang Bus. Final thought retracted by Stike Leather, so I don't know what that says. Kevin, you going to Mania with us next year? Up to NYC? Well, it's in New Jersey, but we're going to party in NYC.
Really? Like 2019?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
know.
the next WrestleMania.
Sure.
You didn't know about it? You didn't know that they do WrestleMania every year?
No, I didn't know that it was in New York. Oh, it's in Madison Square Garden.
No.
Oh, then where is it?
It's in New Jersey.
Oh, the Giants.
So are the
Stadium?
Giants. Yep.
Meadowlands?
And the Jets Spain. I thought it was MetLife now.
Maybe, and I'll wear my Brady jersey.
Free bar on Rob, Teddy says. Teddy, if you come from Ireland to any one of our live events in Charlotte area, I will buy your bar tab. How about that? You don't need to worry about Rob. The Jew is offering that.
Please,
final
listen
thought.
to my voice.
Samoa Joe is a better
old Jew.
Baron Corbin.
Why do you talk over sound effects?
Because I don't care.
Well, because your thoughts don't make sense to begin with, and adding the talking over the sound effect, nobody can follow you. It's like Medine 101 I'm trying to teach you
Samoa
tonight.
Joe is a better Baron Corbin.
Kevin Corbin, or Kevin
on that.
Kevin is Corbin's long-lost child, convinced. Good night, fellas. That's from Anaconda Vice. And earlier they thought that the caller was your dad. Close enough. Final thought, me and Vice, coming from Kevin, my name is Christopher Stykeleather. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess we could guess that one. Enjoy Stike City, guys. Wish I could be there. That's from Teddy. Kevin forgot that Vince McMahon blocked All In 2 from happening at MSG. So, All In 2 isn't at MSG because Vince blocked it. But AAA will get in there. Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I looked this.
I don't know. I just read it.
Whatever.
I found clickbait.
I couldn't care less about AAA.
Clicked it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Maybe
sometimes.
if you gave me the freedom to actually research more.
I gave you the freedom. What do you mean to
That was
research
the
more? I
greatest-
gave you no parameters other
That
than
was the greatest
find
mud
some dirt
report
sheet.
in the history of this podcast.
Was it?
Yes.
I would disagree.
How long did it go?
I don't know.
I had more mud. This is the dirtiest we've ever been here.
You had more mud, but half of it was not relevant or worth talking about.
I mean,
and one of them,
I could call you a hog right now because
one of
we've
them,
been rolling in the mud.
Brian had already brought up.
We've been rolling it. That was the last one.
It was the fourth last one.
Yeah, well, okay, my last one was one source with multiple rumors. You just don't like getting dirty.
I'm high and that mud was terrible, High Off Gas says. I couldn't think of a better way to end the show. Tune in next time, same smart time, same smart channel.
I'll do my own.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.